Kaisa Classic, Aslan Screens, and it's the best.
So taking my hair is new.
So you see that they are all scattered around different places, and you probably experience it's pretty hot, right? Yeah. So it was worse 2 years ago. There were no trees, right? It was all gazetted away. The ecologist that we work with for this project, right? She's ecologist Dr. Chua from NUS in Singapore, right? NUS in India. And that's when I started to get to know about the eviction that's happening. And then I thought about the history of Singapore. Singapore used to have kampongs, don't we? Right, so between the 70s to the 1990s, there were kampongs all around Singapore. So let's be careful and learn from it.
Uh, 26 and grandpa 81 years old. So I want to share a little bit.
Okay, come, don't stand in the sun. Yeah.
Why do I know grandma? Because in 2020, I and my friend, we do research about the groundwater, and on that time I saw grandma along the road at Angkor, and she just sell the mushroom on her bicycle, and then I keep follow her, go to her home. Yeah, and since on that time, when I come to Siem Reap, I always go to visit her. And one day I go back to see her at her home, but I don't see her anymore, just only the home that already destroyed. And another neighbor of her passed away because maybe they cannot take it like to move to another place. គាត់ជាគ្រូបរិញ្ញានៅសង្ហបុរីចឹងណាលោកយាយចា So grandpa
Officer.
used to be a conservation of Angkor.
It's a formal one. It's a formal one.
So sometimes I feel like it's really unfair for them that local people who take care of Angkor and then move them, you know, to this place that the house not built, the home or the water, it's like empty place.
As I mentioned on the bus, that this is the reason that most of 5,000 families relocate from National Park to this area, around 25 kilometers.
And the reason that I really like grandma because she say that it doesn't matter how she put it, she doesn't ask money on the street. Yeah, she always find a way to make a living.
So the mats that you are sitting on, you know, even a size like this big, a little bit smaller than this. I just ordered 2 pieces for the Singapore Art Museum. They are doing a workshop. Right, one of my artwork is a rattan installation. It's you probably have seen some pictures of it, right? When I did the presentation, yeah. So for that piece of work, we will be working on a series of like public programs in Singapore, right? So I ordered a few pieces of the mat from her. Yeah, she exactly only charges $15 price it. It's too little, right? So we'll pay her 20 for the mat.
Can you ask her where she got the grass from?
ចាលោកយាយគាត់សួរថាអាហ្នឹងលោកយាយយកមកពីណាដែរ
យកមកពីគោ
at Angkor
គោវត្ត
yeah, Angkor
The forest around
at
Angkor.
Angkor.
កាប់យកព្រៃអង្គរទៅ
Is it originally this dry, the grass, or is it like dried?
We can show you the photo of that kind of stuff.
ហ្នឹងនេះអត់មានទេមានតែគោវត្ត
So for this plant, this location doesn't have only at Angkor area. She have a very sad story, you know, because sometimes when moving to the new place and then they need to move their school as well.
Okay, this is the plan.
And then her son too was in drug, so stay in jail right now. She have three grandson. So 2 grandson was in jail. Their parents passed away. So in Cambodia, sometimes it is a big problem.
Oh.
Some parents, sometimes they not really just some not divorce and keep the children with their parents.
Yeah. So July and I, with our team, we are working on a series of arts-based projects, right? Where we will get like skillful and knowledgeable residents like grandmother here who does weaving, and another grandpa who does like kind of like a knitting, but making the fishing nets, right? But we will, through the perspective of contemporary art, we will try to work with them to design something more contemporary, so that it might be those things that you see in the museum shops or and whatnot, that is more, or gift shops, right? That is more sellable and can fetch a higher price, right? And then she will be able to then share also this knowledge with her community here, and hopefully such initiative can uplift them. So that's the one thing that they struggle very much with, right? There's no market here, there's no income, there's no business, right? But if we can bring some skills to them and get some partners that can work with them to also sell their items, right, then I think that might become more useful in the long term, right? So if you think about yourself as artists, right, what is the role of artists in the society, right? So I like you to think about that. Do we just make beautiful objects? Do we just make beautiful performances? What else can we do, right? For me, I find that as an artist, I'm able to work with all sorts of people, right? And connect people from different walks of life and disciplines and sectors together. And we, as artists, we think critically also, right? And we are aware of how things are happening globally, right? So these knowledge and worldview, right, allows us to do more, right, than just making a beautiful thing. I'm also going to bring their products that they need, right, to my exhibition in Berlin. And so I have a museum exhibition at New National Gallery in Berlin, and I will bring their products that they make through the workshops with us, right, to Berlin, and then we will sell their products, their artworks. Okay, and do fundraising, and 100% of the profits will go back to them.
How long it takes for her to gather her materials like that?
Yes, good question. How long it takes to go?
យ៉ាងចេះអត់វាយឺតវាអត់ស្រួលដូចកូនឯងធ្វើការងារទេ
So grandma said that do this one it's very difficult, not like you working at the office. It's much easy. It takes for so long. She go to Angkor and stay there for two days, like 4 days or 5 days, and collect it and come back home. Because the house that she used to stay right now have no more house, but she stay with another person that they still have the house there, but not yet moved to another new location. It's called Vietnam. Because this is an example that also the governor can see that this kind of moving it really impact even though people or animals. Yeah.
So they are invited to two main locations. One is Runtai where we are, right, and another one is called Pexne, which is and quite far the other side, right? Not near here at all, right? But because of this severe moving and they see how people are really struggling, so they are taking more care with the other location before they move to, right? But the damage is already done, right, here. So I think it's really valuable how this kind of knowledge and skills are passed down by generations. Yeah, and I'm not sure, like me in Singapore, probably such ways of transferring knowledge is not quite similar, right? A lot of us is already institutionalized, right? Like you're going to school to learn that, but it may not teach you some of these skill sets. It doesn't mean that going to school is absolutely more valuable, right? But it just means that I think the knowledge that we pass on in schools in Singapore is institutionalized and is more systematic. Okay, but there's also value in learning some of these skills, and I think that kind of relationship is something that we also don't quite experience. Yes.
Nơi bên này là do nó chỉ ấy tại đại it's not that it's like a tuk-tuk, but it is a long that have so many stuff. she go with her son. Phước Thoại.
Rồi chị đang mang chào thì nấu ôi chào thì mọ rồi bị chặt tăng đòn.
But sometimes when her son busy, she go with her grandson.
Grandma, what's your favorite color?
Yeah, what's the grandmother's favorite color?
Được dây cho bòi đấy. Nên anh được dây cho bò, cho bòi đấy. Được áo cho bòi.
Nè, ăn rừng vừa thì vừa ôi tao.
She doesn't mind any color.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Her sons and grandsons is not
Mình đã được dây. Cho bò mai như này. Learn the black t-shirt like this as well.
Thank you.
So her son who have a tuk-tuk as a tuk-tuk driver, give her sometimes $5 or $7 and her. It depends on how they earn as well.
គ្នារកបានចេកទៅណាមកខេកចូលចេកបែបទៅមើល
Her man maybe $5 something, but some month, yeah, $1,000.
គេlạiទៅពួនអូនអី
Because they, he also need to thinking about his family as well. Trong trai mà dục màn mới được rồi.
ចៅអាយុ10 6 17
Around you guys 16, 17.
All that every day.
Trong lục dây can hộp chọc em vẫn ban bao bì nà đây.
មកជឿតែបានគេ
The ride. The ride with the song, you know.
វាណាមានប្រាក់ទិញត្រីទៅ
Someday I have money, I will
ពេល
buy
គេលក់
fish.
ទុំច្បាយទុំលើលើ
Yeah, so actually on that note, right, with the money that
Cũng là đâu vậy?
SOTA has engaged for the workshops actually, we have kept aside some budget, right, to buy rice, chroma, lotus, which is of great significance culturally, right, to them, to 5 families, plus grandma with 6, right?
So grandmother just add a little bit. Sometimes her neighbor give them some food, you know. Here, in front here, yeah, they share. By the way, Cambodia is a culture of sharing. So yes. Okay, your picture.
Okay, so can you maybe like, okay, so later on I need to divide you guys into 5 groups. The teachers have already grouped you before, right? Yeah. So in your 5 groups, right, we're going to get you to help to prepare this small donation for them. Okay, so how we're going to do that is, okay, this will be a sample. We'll let the teachers be the one to present to grandma in a bit. There are 5 more. This is number 6. Yeah. I need a few of you. Your group. Can I get your group?
Maybe group number 1 first.
Oh, group number 1.
Yeah. Ask question. Yes.
What's the historical significance of like history behind this?
Like that making this reading. Yeah. This is not random.
Oh, sorry, maybe.
Sorry. Yes.
The history of it.
Yeah.
By the way, it is like. By the way, it is like past generation to another generation. Like in the past, Cambodia people live very closer with the nature, so they will do product from the forest that they can do. Yeah.
I mean, the mats are also how people gather, where people eat together. It's really integrated in their lifestyle. I think from even Angkorian times, right? So these are knowledge and skills and culture that is passed down that's closely related to other activities that we do.
So does she just spend all of the time like reading every single day? Does she have any other like hobbies?
ក៏សួរលោកយាយថាចេះខាពីការបាញ់ប្រទេសបាញ់អីចឹងលោកយាយមានធ្វើអីផ្សេងទៀតជួយអីនៅក្នុងសហគមន៍លោកយាយអញ្ចឹងណា
ដែលមានទីគូ
ចុះទៅពេលគេមានកម្មវិធីមានអីលោកយាយទៅជួយធ្វើម្ហូបជួយអីគេអាហ្នឹងអត់ធ្វើទេហើយពេលគេឈឺអីបានលោកយាយជួយព្យាបាលគេអត់ So because you know when I asked your question to her, she said,
ជួយទៀតបែរពីអត់ព្រោះចឹងតែ
by the way, she have some special character. For example, when some neighbor have like an event, they need a cooker. So grandma
Like a
go,
chef.
yeah, go to have cooking. And somebody sick, you know, because she believe on the traditional things like this,
Traditional medicine.
like an egg, you know. In Cambodia, it's called bo something, but I don't know in English. They use an egg and find out where is the pan, you know, and heal it. Grandmother know how to do it because nobody teach her on her dream. When she gets sick and then she go to ask somebody to help her, but they don't help her. So she sleep and she dream how to do it. Yeah.
How to heal.
Yeah, how to heal. When I was young, I used to be a chef, but
Chef,
yeah, chef.
chef.
She quite know a lot of things, you know.
She also collects mushrooms
And that book,
in the forest.
that book at forest as well. Sometimes she wake up very early at 4 o'clock, go to the forest.
តែយាយនោះកូននោះយាយរកអស់លក់ផា
When I stay at Angkor, I find that to sell, and I also wear wig for selling as well.
ដល់ពេលនេះទៅយាយដាច់ហើយមានការនេះមកមុខ
But when moving to this place, it's very hard to survive. Know how to sell to food, you know. Yeah. And grandpa, by the way, he became disability, so grandma need to take care of all everything.
Yes, last question, please.
When she goes to the forest, does she go in all alone, or is there some support?
Yeah, maybe like example with your son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like trekking in the forest. We just did a few days ago with another grandmother because we wanted to know the kind of life and understand their heritage and their lifestyle from their perspective. So we went trekking in. It's so tiring. Yeah. And then of course you are not just trekking for leisure. You are looking for something. You're looking for mushroom, right? Yeah. So I think in the same way when she treks, she goes in and now it's really looking for this material. And they move so fast because they know the forest really well. Yeah, and I think this is, I mean, I just asked you a question. If I put you in the forest, do you know what to eat, what to get?
Long stronger.
Okay.
Careful.
And then we'll put the coma, right? It's a traditional.
More. No. More.
Over, right? We will put. You can decorate it. You can choose how you want to do it. Okay. Okay. So can I get this? I'm not comfortable. That's okay. Just decent, you know. Okay.
Lúc đây có chương cầu. Yeah. Because it is everybody. Yeah.
ទូទុំជូនពូអ្នកម្ចាស់ណូដែលបានយល់តាម
I wish everybody that donate the right to
ពូ
me.
គេតែរៃសួរស្ដី
Wish you healthy,
ខ្លួនរៀនយូរវែង
long life, and successful with your career. Yeah. Sa